guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. Just wanted to jump into the portfolio very quickly this morning to give you guys an update on SPHD and let you guys know that it is having an ex-dividend date tomorrow. So as you guys know, if you want to qualify for the dividend, you need to purchase the stock today. You can hold until tomorrow. After the start of trading tomorrow, you can sell off at any time tomorrow or thereafter and get that great dividend payment. As you guys may or may not know as well, this is one of my favorite ETFs with regards to high dividend yielding ETFs. It's a great ETF because the dividend payment is quite nice. You can see in the middle here, 4.004% for the dividend yield. But the other nice part about this particular stock is that it has a monthly dividend payment. Very, very rare for ETFs to have a monthly dividend payment, and extremely rare for high dividend yielding S&P 500 ETFs to have a monthly dividend payment. You can see on the bottom as well, it also has the added benefit of being a very low volatility ETF as well. You can see this stock on the bottom there described as an S&P 500 high dividend, low volatility ETF tracking a dividend yield weighted index comprising the 50 least volatile names chosen from a short list of the S&P 500's 75 highest dividend yielding securities. So it's got great companies, then also very low volatility companies as well. And the fund in the middle, as you can see with market cap, $2.98 billion. So it's a very large fund. It's got a great dividend payment. It's got a monthly dividend payment. And then it's also a very, very low volatility ETF. You can see here, this is the start of trading today. Essentially no pre-market movement here. Over the past week here, 1.19% in the green. That typically happens with this particular stock approaching its ex-dividend date. And you can see over the last 1 month, 3 years, in 1 year, it's been a pretty stable stock. A little bit of up and down movement here. A lot of this is correlating with an underlying macro movements within the markets, but very, very nice stock here. A monthly dividend ETF, an S&P 500 ETF, low volatility ETF, and one that has a great monthly payment of 4.004%. If we take a look at some of its holdings here, you can see there are a lot of S&P 500 blue chip companies, but there's also a lot of lesser well-known companies, but very quality companies as well. Iron Mountain Incorporated, one of the best real estate investment trusts you can buy. Great dividend yield, very solid company. You can see here Verizon, Ford Motor Company. You guys know I love Ford. Then some other companies that may not be that well known. First Energy Corp, for example, HCP, another great dividend yielding stock. And then a few of the stocks I have in my portfolio, AT&T, Southern, for example. And then there are other companies like Duke, Host Hotels, Ventas, Chevron, Realty Income Corp, some other very well-known companies that may not be necessarily on your list of companies that you think of for great dividend yielding securities. There are a lot of real estate investment trusts within this as well. If we take a look at some of the statistics with regards to distributions or the dividend payments, you can see here income is matching the total distribution for the dividend payments. Typically that happens with these types of stocks, high dividend yielding ETFs like this. You can see, again, very low volatility and not a lot of tax exposure as well. Short-term capital gains, the S/T cap gain there, essentially zero. Long-term capital gains as well. So there isn't a lot of in and out with regards to stocks coming into the portfolio and then going out of the portfolio and then opening an investor up to taxation exposure. Not a lot of that. So very low volatility with regards to the stocks within the ETF, as well as a lot of the underlying movements of stocks being bought and sold out of the ETF. That can become quite an issue, especially with a lot of funds that have a lot of stocks that are bought and sold. There's a lot of movement in the underlying portfolio. You're going to open yourself up to a lot of taxation consequences at the end of the year. But you can see here, essentially short-term, long-term capital gains. There's simply nothing there. So there isn't a lot of turnover in the underlying portfolio, which you would expect from a low volatility ETF. And again, the return of capitalization there, the return cap, that's essentially meaning that there is no money being taken out of the underlying price of the stock. All the income that is being generated, and it's a positive income flow here, is given back to the investor in the form of a dividend. So a great stock here, not a lot of tax exposure. Again, a very good underlying portfolio of stocks, and it's a very low volatility, high dividend yielding ETF with a monthly payment. Very, very rare. I haven't really come across another ETF like this that has the same sort of underlying portfolio, S&P 500 blue chip stocks, that has a great dividend yield, 4%, and then also has a monthly dividend payment, as well as being low volatility. A very, very unique stock and a very good stock to have in any investor's portfolio. But again, just to remind you guys, tomorrow, ex-dividend date, if you want to be eligible for the dividend, qualify for the dividend, you need to buy the stock today, hold until tomorrow, and then after the start of trading tomorrow, you can sell off at any point to get that great dividend payment. And I would suggest maybe even just holding this in your portfolio. I have a quite large holding of this on my E-Trade account. I have a little bit of this in this account as well. I think $1,000 or so on the Robinhood portfolio. Great stock, great dividend payment, and a very good stock for new investors who are looking for maybe a stock that's less than $50 that has a dividend payment, but it's also going to be very, very low risk. I think this would be the great choice for any investor looking for that type of stock. So yeah, not to make the video too long, I'll kind of end it here. As always, if you guys enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate the support. Appreciate all the great video ideas that you guys have been giving me. Have a backlog of videos, trying to get those out, so definitely appreciate that. And again, if you guys have any great video ideas, stocks, trading strategies, anything that you're doing with your portfolios, please let me know. And if there's enough interest and enough comment on any one particular subject, I'll put out a video about that. So again, SPHD, ex-dividend date tomorrow. Buy it today if you want to get that great dividend payment, and then hold until the day of trading tomorrow, and then you can sell off at any point to get that great dividend payment. So kind of with that, I'll end the video, and we'll see you guys next time.